Lots of new things came in today for you 49th and Market fans. We have 3 new lines from 49th and Market. So be sure to come in and check those out. I'll show you a peek of those, plus some other things that came in today. The Big Shot Plus machine is back in stock. That's a popular one. It's got the 9-inch work surface, so you can put your 8.5-inch wide papers in there without having to cut them smaller first, and it also takes the biggest dies and embossing folders. Sizzix makes a great machine. This is a crank one, but it's a great machine. We do carry the cutting plates for it as well, so that's back in stock. So here's a new paper pad that's come in, these ink drops in the candy colors. We do get these ink drop pads in other colors as they've been produced, but this is a new one for candy, and this has got some really, I just really like the colors. So it looks like alcohol ink backgrounds with little veins of gold through it. Super nice. Real variety there. So that's the 12 by 12 one, and we usually get the 6 by 6 as well, but I didn't see that today. These are wordy sentiment sheets. This is the group that's called Inspirational. So it gives you these sheets, black with white letters, and you just, I think you cut them. Yeah, you don't peel them. So you just cut them in strips. So it has black with the white lettering, and then it's also got the same words or sentiments, black lettering on the white, and you get them both in there. So this is saying things like, you're amazing, there's no little dreams, be you, exclamation point, today's a new day, it's never too late, dance in the rain, I can and I will. So all sorts of things that you can either put on your journals or in your cards or even on your scrapbook layouts. We got in some new albums today. So this is a snap one from Simple Stories. They carry these in many different colors, but this is a new color, and it's also, they're telling us, a limited edition. So this nice coral color. And it does come with some pages inside of it. So it's got 8 pages, 3 craft dividers, some pocket pages in the back of it. And the idea is that you have this colored spine, and then this is chipboard, and then you can decorate it and layer things on top of there, put ribbons, embellishments, so that's fun. A couple other snap albums that we brought in this time. This is the, well, it's saying here 6 by 8, but I'd say it looks like 8 by 8 to me. And then the 4 by 6. We've got one of these finished up in the store, so you can take a look at it in our summer section. These are really cute and fun to make. Restock on a couple of embossing folders. These 3D ones go really deep, so they're nice. This one looks like leather. That's an awesome one for your background for guy cards. This one here is called Tufted, and it does look like quilting or upholstery tufted type thing. This is Beveled Diamonds. A little bit hard to see with the glare. Maybe that shows it a little bit better, but some neat embossing folders. And then Kathy Holden products. A few of you have been asking us, could we please bring in this brand? So here is the beginning of some Kathy Holden products. There's this paper pad, it's called Flea Market Finds. And this is 6 by 9 inches, and you get 24 sheets there. So there's 2 of each design in there. This one here is called Flea Market Finds, but Florals. This whole line from Kathy Holden is her brand new Flea Market Finds. This one's a petite pattern, so kind of background patterns. This one's a Florals 2 palette. And then she has this Stationer's Boutique. That's the Flea Market Finds as well. And then some ephemera, all sorts of ephemera pieces, variety of those, and then some dies. So this die pack is called Mini Envelopes 2. So you get different shaped envelopes, some things to make hole reinforcements, little postage stamps, and a variety of dies in there. There's actually quite a few dies in that one. And then there's this one here. as well called Mini Envelopes 1. So that's Mini Envelopes 2 and 1, and they've got a variety of different shapes. So this one here, I mean, it's hard to tell from the die. It just looks like a hunk of metal. But this one, you can make it as a long, almost like a envelope for this, you'd maybe put a bookmark size item in, and you can make a hole to make a window in it. Out of any of these other shapes, will give you a window. So if we look on this side here, like this one, they have made a long, narrow envelope and put vellum behind it, or this and just left the circle wide open. So you can make some really, this is great. It just makes me think of junk journals. Perfect for that. We also have been carrying the Lindy's Magicals, so that's a new color that we added. But we've got some other color sets as well. And then let's get on to the 49th and Market, starting with their rub-ons. They do an awesome job of rub-ons. They rub very well. So this is not like in the old days, like 10 years ago, when rub-ons were popular for scrapbooking, and they would break and they wouldn't come off, or they would crack, and it was just a bit of a mess. These come off really nicely. And in each one of their packages, they give you a little rub-on tool. So you don't even have to keep them, because every package they give you another one. So these are some nice mixed media kind of backgrounds. So you give you some images, like say the butterfly, but then they also give you some splashes around it. I'll try to turn that so that you're not getting glare over the whole thing. So this is their line called Vintage Artistry Everywhere. And this is the rub-on transfer sheet. Then this is for that same line. This is their sentiments. So it's basically travel is what they're doing with this Everywhere line. So these are nice big, like the size of titles on your scrapbook pages. I just love those. And then some kind of mixed media style maps. Great. And this is my favorite part of their line. So they call this the Ultimate Page Kit, and they really are the ultimate page kits. If you like the look of lots of layers, but maybe don't want to have to figure that out by yourself, it's got everything in here to do that. So they even give you, all this little matchy-matchy stuff, and some chipboards, lots of chipboards, some die cuts, the papers. And I would say you can make more than 4 pages out of that. Here is some chipboard map frames. So these are actually frames. You can leave the center in, or you can punch them out. And some of them, I believe, have maps in them. Oh, maybe not. On the back, they're just showing his frames, but I think they've got more inside those frames than what they're admitting to here. So yeah, they've got little things inside here. So you can either punch the center out, or you can punch this frame out and have 2 frames in the center, or you can leave it all together. It's however you want to use it. And my little tip, when you're doing things with 49th and Market, use this background packaging too. Like I would just cut the label off and use this as a photo mat or another layer. Their packaging is great. Here is some more rub-ons. These are 6x8 sheets, and you get several sheets in here. It probably tells you. Oh, you get 6 of them in there. So here is all 6. So you get some images, very vintage looking, and to do with travel. You get some world map, but very mixed media. So you're getting just portions of the map. This you're getting some travel symbols and some text with it. Here you get like itinerary type things and some words. And those are all 6x8. This is another great item for if you're like doing layers. They call it their cluster kit. And they give you all sorts of stuff inside here, and there's nothing to fussy cut. It's all punch out, chipboards, little clothespins, clips, buttons, ribbon type things. And then on the front, they give you pictures of exactly how you can layer it. Or of course, you can just take off on your own creativity. There's a tag kit. And again, look at the packaging in the background. Neat map. So I would use that as part of my layering too. You saw that one already. And this is another sheet or package of rub-ons. Another 6 rub-ons in here. Look at this great one. You get all this canceled postage stuff. So it doesn't necessarily need to just go with this paper line. You can use that for anything. Mixed media type pictures, and then some titles and sayings, some more maps. And look at this one. It looks like stitching and postage marks, but the stitching is all like, you know, knotted stitching. Oh, very cool. Like for borders. I'll show you all 6 of them on there. Those are very cool. Then this is their file set. So it gives you pockets and like file folders. This will show you on the back. So here's some little different colors that all coordinate with the set. You just fold back the tabs and you've got pockets to add on your albums or your pages, or even on a card for a gift card holder or cash holder or anything. Then these are all shaped like file folders, which is really fun. These are pockets. This is like a big pocket, and then it's got a slit in the middle so you can have like a secondary pocket to it as well. So those are fun. And more rub-ons. They love their own rub-ons as much as I love them. This is text, so that could be just used anywhere. And a lot of travel symbols. Then they're geoframes. Here's a picture of what all you get there, but these are a real variety of sizes. Let's move this aside. I'll open that up so we can have a closer look in there. Because I want you to be able to see the variety of ways that you can use these. Again, I'd use this packaging, like, look at how great. Whew, that's awesome. Okay, so on these squares, like, or geo markers, you can use it all together, or you can punch this out, use that separately, and use this separately. And you could have little pictures inside of them. You could have this highlighting areas of a picture. And look at how big some of these are. So you could definitely put somebody's picture right inside there. So those are very cool. So you get 36 different pieces in that pack. This is their Wishing Bubbles and Baubles. So these are stickers that are high gloss, and they've got a little bit of dimension. Maybe you can see it there, but they're high gloss. And then their chipboard set. So they've got some titles, they've got some words, they've got lots of little embellishments, and all in chipboard. Very cool. And this one is their repositional fabric tape. So let's take a peek inside. So similar to washi tape, but it's actually fabric. But you can still ink it. And also it comes in this little box that, when you open it up, there's this little cutter blade on there. So it just flips onto your box, and then you can use this to slice your fabric tapes. They do the same thing with the washi tapes as well. Let's see if I can put that back together. But yeah, very cool. Take a look at that. I can't wait to use that in art journaling. That's just going to be so neat. And then they have, this is washi tape, similar kind of a case. And they've several, 1, 2, 3, 4 different styles of washi tapes. This one's wide and then narrower. And then this washi tape, if you haven't seen these before, they're actually calling it washi tape stickers. So it's like a roll, but I think we need to peek inside there. If I can get it open without wrecking the box. Okay, it's actually easy to open, but you would wreck the box. Okay, so this is like a roll of washi tape, but there's an added feature here. So it's actually, I don't know if I can do this without wrecking something. So these pieces come off. So while the whole thing is washi tape, you can peel off the little individual stickers, which are washi tape stickers. So that's very cool. Something a little bit different. And they show you on the outside of the box a variety of the different, oh, I'm having just enough trouble getting that back in there. of different types of stickers that are in there. So all to match that line and coordinate it with it. And, oh, okay, don't go yet. I got some more to show you. So we didn't get in the individual papers for that line. I don't know why. I guess the embellishments just came in advance. And also for their next two lines here, we haven't got the papers, but we've got the embellishments, so I'll show you that. They just came today, and we have another shipment coming from them. I think it's supposed to arrive Wednesday or Thursday, so maybe the papers will be there. These are film strips. This shows you better what's in there. But they're like acetate and somewhat see-through in their blue to match. This is their Inkwell color swatch line. A bunch of frames with the stitched look on them. They used to do these with actual stitching, so you'd get texture. Now they just have it printed on there. But look at the background of the packaging. I love the packaging as much as I like the embellishments. Yeah, so don't throw those out. These little miniature envelopes, they're scored, ready to go, and I believe they've even got gum on them. Like, you know, the envelope gum, not chewing gum. 37 pieces in there. So you get all these different labels, which are a lot of fun, and envelopes. And the labels will fit into the envelopes as well. And the collage sheets. If you haven't seen the collage sheets, look at the variety of them. So this, again, makes me think of junk journalers. See if I can get this open without damaging things. Because if I damage it, then I gotta buy it, right? So here's their collage sheets, and these are thin, so it's collage paper rather than scrapbook paper. And you get this whole variety. I'm not gonna be able to show you every one of them. Well, I guess I could flip it this way. And these are all nice and thin. Oh, I like that music one. Oh, those birds were nice. We gotta take a peek at those birds. And the bird eggs, love that. The maps, that's very cool. A lot of plant. Some more of those canceled postage. Swirls, so this is great for layers. Again, for junk journaling, but you can embellish your scrapbook layouts with that as well. And then their rub-ons to go with this whole Inkwell, which is their blue line. Here's all the designs that you get. So you're getting 6 sheets, and they're all 6x9, or 6x8, sorry. And then in their toast line, the laser cut elements, and if you have not worked with 49th and Market laser cut elements, they are very, very detailed. You might be able to see on here, and you're not cutting these. They're all, you punch them all out. It's like punching your old, the old paper dolls. I used to love those as a kid. So they're super, super fine and detailed on those. And you get several of these, 111 elements. So you get a lot of stuff in there. What else do we have? They're collage sheets, and they're not all the same. Like they're going to be different designs than what was on the Inkwell ones I just showed you. So maybe we can take a peek inside of there. Even this one is cool. They're big on maps right now. Seashells, plant life, lots of text, big moths. Look at those flowers, yummy. Mushrooms, very cool. They've got their tickets, the film strips. This is all for the toast line. They got their frames. They got more rub-on transfers. This gives you a lot of plant life on there, and butterflies, labels, and then their mini envelopes. And we should be getting in paper packs to go with these as well. They just haven't quite arrived yet. But what's been happening with 49th and Market is they come in the door, and within a few days, we're selling out of items. And if we can, we reorder in more once I realize how much you ladies like them. But sometimes 49th and Market runs out of them too, and I can't get more. So if you want them, don't wait for the papers to come. Just come in and get what the items you want, or order them on our website, and we can hold them for you until you can get in to pick them up, or we also ship. Happy crafting and watch the rest of the week for some more new items.